What if I told you that the worst pain you've ever felt will one day be completely erased, not healed slowly, not remembered as a scar, but completely wiped away? No hospitals, no funerals, no heartbreak, no anxiety, no sickness. The Bible says that in heaven, suffering itself will no longer exist, not reduced, not managed, gone forever. But why? Why would heaven be a place where pain cannot exist at all? And what does the Bible actually say about this promise? Today, we're going to uncover the powerful biblical truth behind why there is no sickness, pain, or tears in heaven. And once you understand this, it may completely change the way you see your struggles on earth. 1. God's original plan had no suffering. To understand why heaven has no pain, we must go all the way back to the beginning. When God first created the world, suffering did not exist. There was no disease, no death, no sorrow. Everything was perfect. In Genesis, we are told that God looked at his creation and declared it very good. Human beings lived in harmony with God. There was no fear, no shame, and no brokenness. Pain was never part of God's original design, but something changed everything. 2. The entrance of sin and suffering. The Bible explains that suffering entered the world through sin. When humanity chose to turn away from God, the entire creation became corrupted. Romans 5:12 tells us, "Sin entered the world through one man, and death through sin, and in this way death came to all people." Because of sin, the world became broken. That is why today we experience sickness, aging, natural disasters, emotional pain, death. The suffering we see around us is not because God enjoys pain. It is the result of a world that has been separated from his perfect design. But the Bible also gives us incredible hope. God did not abandon humanity to this broken world. He made a promise. One day, everything would be restored. 3. Heaven is the complete restoration. Heaven is not just a beautiful place. It is the full restoration of God's original creation. The Bible gives one of the most powerful descriptions of this future in Revelation 21:4. God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. Think about that. Every tear wiped away by God himself. Not ignored, not forgotten, personally wiped away. The pain of this world belongs to what the Bible calls the old order of things. Heaven belongs to God's new creation, where sin and death no longer exist. And without sin, suffering cannot survive. 4. No sickness, because there is no death. One of the reasons sickness exists on earth is because our bodies are temporary and mortal. They age, they weaken, they eventually die. But the Bible teaches that in heaven, believers will receive glorified bodies. In 1 Corinthians 15:42-44, the Apostle Paul explains, "The body that is sown is perishable, it is raised imperishable. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power." In other words, the bodies in heaven will not decay, they will not break down, they will not become sick. Imagine a body that never feels fatigue, never experiences disease, and never faces death. That is the promise of heaven. 5. No pain, because evil is gone forever. Another reason heaven has no suffering is because evil itself will be removed forever. Revelation describes a future where Satan, sin, and all evil are completely defeated. Once evil is gone, the causes of pain disappear with it. No hatred, no violence, no betrayal. Only perfect love, peace, and the presence of God. And the presence of God changes everything. Psalm 16:11 says, "In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." Heaven is not just a place without pain, it is a place filled with overwhelming joy. 6. Why this promise matters right now. You might be wondering, if heaven has no pain, why does God allow suffering now? The Bible explains that our current struggles are temporary compared to the glory that is coming. Romans 8:18 says, "I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." This life is not the final chapter. Pain, sickness, and sorrow are part of a broken world that will one day be completely renewed. For those who trust in God, suffering is not the end of the story. It is the road that leads to restoration. Imagine a day when you will never hear bad news again. No doctor's diagnosis, no tears at a funeral, no lonely nights filled with worry. Instead, you will wake up in a world where pain cannot exist, a world where joy never fades, a world where God Himself wipes away every tear. That is the promise of heaven. And according to the Bible, that future is not a dream. It is a guarantee for those who place their faith in God. So if you are walking through pain today, remember this: your suffering is temporary, but God's promise is eternal. And one day, pain, sickness, and tears will be gone forever.